time is precious. I look at my Cartier out of control. Just like my mind where I'm going, the women, the shorty.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us down south to Mercedes-Benz Stadium on the west side of downtown Atlanta. Tonight, the second of two on this wild card Saturday. It's the Arizona Cardinals and the Atlanta Falcons. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Off we go from Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Here comes a return from the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Murray now going to throw to open. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down. Here's a first carry for their running back. And finally, they'll bring him down when he's up beyond the 45-yard line. They get 24 on that one. It's good for a Cardinals first down. From the shotgun, it's Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. First drive of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He picks up the first down with that one. From the gun, it's Murray. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. And he can hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. Out of the gun, it's Murray. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Murray's going to throw again. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brian Branch. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Here we go.
They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a game of about one. Cody Simon in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 9. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Short throw taken by Pitts. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They've got him.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
A return now from the 4. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for King Henry. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
A gain of 11 on that one. It's an Arizona first down. Working out of the gun, Murray. The reception for Rondale Moore. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
A pickup of 12 yards. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and Tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass, and if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Murray now off the bootleg. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. First grab of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He picks up the first down with that one. Looking from the shotgun, it's Murray. He'll go right and find his running back. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 2. He'll give it, going left. There's Henry. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
A tackling plan for the defense, Mike, is critical when you're facing a back like this. You know that one guy is not going to be enough to bring him down. You have to get as many hats to the ball as you can, slow him up just enough to buy time, and in this case, they get him down for a loss.
And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. Give him 27, and it's 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Hey. McBride is the motion man. 1st and goal, and it's Henry. For the pylon, he's in. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Cardinals.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. Now return, coming from the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. It's Penix. To the right. That's Pitts. And he'll be out of bounds after a gain of 9. They'll go about trying to convert on 3rd down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And this will be a Falcons first down as the tackle was made at about the 43-yard line.
Nice job there on 3rd and inches, and you know, Mike, that defense, they are packing it in. They're trying to get as many bodies up at the line of scrimmage. So you get past that first wave, look out. They did a nice job bringing him down, or else that looked like he was going to take it all the way.
Yeah. take this all the way down to the Cardinals' 27-yard line. It's a big run by Robinson, and even 30 yards.
If you have a shot to bring him down early, you just can't miss, Mike. Not against a runner like this. If he slips that first tackle, you can see how much more he can add to a run.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Take go.
On 1st and 10, it's Penix. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
It's a loss of 3. Brings up 2nd and 13.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. We are through 1 here on Wild Card Weekend. 7-3 is our score. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Now Penix on 3rd and long. Oh, not a good throw there. That's across his body. It's intercepted. Picked up by Max Melton.
And this is what comes when you decide to attack outside the numbers. You have to have a quarterback that's A, willing to make tough throws, and B, the arm strength to do it. He has the arm. I just think that one was a little too reckless, and they end up with a big interception.
They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 24-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. Here's Murray to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Murray. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect. And it falls incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
First grab this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He picks up the 1st down with that one.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, the average of the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A 1st down.
1st down, Arizona.
McBride is the motion man. On first down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. He did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers, it's a gain of 9.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Off the play fake. Here's Murray. Over the middle, it's Harrison. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. They've got it. It'll be first and goal after a pickup of 21.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
From the 1-yard line, first down and goal. They'll go with the sneak. Looking to squeeze into a crease somewhere. Did not break the play. They're going to mark him short. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. 2-2. Williams, the tight end, is in motion. Henry trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
This offense is finding out the hard way, Mike. There is just not a lot of room to operate against this defense down near the goal line.
So they've been stopped twice at the 1. Can they break through here on third and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And he will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force fourth down.
This is a play, Mike, that makes me want to run down there, throw on a uniform, and try to help out. I mean, I think at this point, I could help clear enough room to get 1 yard. Heck, I might be able to get 1 yard myself. That's disappointing that they're unable to capitalize.
This has been quite the drive. 3 points would kind of feel like a letdown, so they're going to go for it here on fourth and goal. That's in the end zone and intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on fourth and goal.
Turnover on downs.
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
7-3 is the score. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. 2nd and 5. From the gun, here is Penix. We'll get this complete left side to Johnston. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. The quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Penix. Moving to his left. He's going to run it.
You can see here, Mike, the impact that sending your receivers deep does to the defense. You add so many layers, and the defense has to get so much depth in their pass coverage. It leaves a lot of room underneath, and that's exactly what the quarterback takes advantage. Tucks the ball down, turns into a runner, picks up first down.
On first down, it's Penix. Headed left, buying time. He'll get rid of it and complete it. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Quentin Johnston, the man he was looking for on that one. And it'll bring up second down. The throw is Penix. That's going to be incomplete. Covered very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
On third down, Penix. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on fourth down. They're going on fourth down. It's Penix. Escaping the pressure right.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on fourth down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on fourth down.
That's left side. That's the tight end, McBride. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. From the shotgun, it's Murray. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Trying to get it to Michael Wilson that time. It's second down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Now a timeout charge to Arizona. That is their second. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
To throw again is Murray. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss. Cars for the signals for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number one. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. That's Harrison in motion. Second down, Murray. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack. And it'll set up a third down.
And their only realistic chance to end the half with points is to throw the ball near the sideline, gain as many yards as you can, and then hopefully either get yourself in position to kick the field goal or at the very least in position where you can attempt a Hail Mary.
What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Out of the gun, it's Murray. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. To the end zone, it's intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates. And he'll be taken down. That is a good return. They'll set up shop at the 30-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Set. 70 Lions.
Now the lefty Penix on first down. Exiting the pocket right. Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it. And that's going to bring an end to this first half. Who survives? Whose season continues on to next week? One half to decide it. Time for the third quarter of the NFC wildcard game. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinals. 18 Cardinals.
Run it here with Robinson. Room to run past midfield. And he'll be taken down. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Penix. He'll get that to the former Volunteer, Jalen Hyatt. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Back to 60. Back to 60.
Now Robinson, and he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
3rd, they need 8. Here's Penix. He has Hyatt complete. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And he'll take this one in. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown Atlanta.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Makes the score Falcons 10, Cardinals 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. They'll begin here on the ground. And he is upended. Boy, awkward-looking tackle. They take him down behind the line on that one. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Working from the shotgun. It's Murray. Back to the right side. Caught by McBride. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Working out of the gun. Murray. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop. He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next. That's a skill that really just comes from experience.
A big play and a much-needed one as well. 31 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And the tackle is made at about the 6.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Throwing again is Murray. He pulls it in around the 5.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get it to the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
They'll try and run, and here's Henry. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Derrick Henry, touchdown, Cardinals. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
26-yard line.
Ready up! Ready! Nice!
On the handoff, it's Robinson. That one good for a dozen. A very quick 1st down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
This one complete to Jordan. And they will finally run him down. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 36 yards.
1st down.
Let's go!
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
At the 60! Get up!
They run over center with Robinson. He's taken down just shy of the 10. 16-yard pickup on that one. 1st down, Atlanta.
And Mike, you know the best time to pick up 1st downs is? On 1st downs. Don't wait for 3rd down. We see it here. 3 plays in a row, 3 1st downs on chunk plays, and this offense is rolling.
On 1st down, right back to Robinson. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone.
And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line. Josh Sweat gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's third down.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long.
60 inch.
Looking to throw. It's Penix. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson. It'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up fourth down. Out is Younghoe Koo to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Falcons are back within a point. It's 14-13.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Here's Smith to return it. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
37-yard line.
Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. Play action. It's Murray. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Murray now on second down. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. Picks by Malachi Starks.
Murray's pass. Intercepted. The Falcons take over first and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Go! Go!
Give to Robinson from the pistol. And a good run there. Get him 5 yards.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
From the 41. Here's second down and 4.
Here we go! Hey.
They'll go again with Robinson. And he's going to have a first down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this third quarter. So 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. Set to go now on first and 10. They'll begin the fourth by giving it to Robinson. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Brings up second and 11.
This back's been having his way all night long, Mike. Just a lot of room to operate. Great job by the offensive line all night long, but in this case, defense does their job. They're able to penetrate, get in the backfield, and take him down for a loss.
On second down, here's Penix. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
From the gun on third down, here's Penix. That's taken in. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. Here comes Younghoe Koo in a pressure spot. This to take the lead here in the fourth. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
13 yards.
They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Cardinal first down.
Now, Murray on the bootleg. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete.
He's really struggled with his accuracy all game long, and when you look, Mike, I think he's had some opportunities downfield to connect with his guys, and it's one of the biggest reasons they find themselves trailing here late in this game.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Number 14 with a pickup of 14. And a first down. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Here's a 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Murray. That's caught downfield by McBride. And he will score! Trey McBride. Touchdown, Arizona. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. This one taken at the 7. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
From the gun, here is Penix. Short throw. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. A sigh of relief there. That was very nearly a turnover. Fortunate to see that one, Greg, get fumbled out of bounds.
And when that ball came loose, Mike, you could see the entire sideline kind of holds their breath. But they were able to take a little bit of an exhale as they saw that ball, fortunately for them, go out of bounds.
He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go. Set.
On the handoff, here's Robinson running right. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. This running back's had a really nice day, so in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
On 2nd down, Penix. And that ball incomplete. And a stoppage here for injury. One of the Cardinals shaken up. Medical staff will take a look see if he can continue here in the wild card round. On third down, Penix. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 35 yards.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
And here's Bijan. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
At this point, we're going to need two hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
That's going to be incomplete. Good work. Had the defender bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up fourth down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
Fourth down, and here's Penix. And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush. That leads to a turnover on down. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
McBride is the motion man. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here's 2nd and 6. McBride is the motion man. They'll drop to throw. They're trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
So these screen plays, they always seem so commonplace. They seem a little bit routine, right, Mike? But really, for them to work, there's a huge, significant timing element to it where the offensive line, the back, you can't be downfield too early, but you can't go too late. There are so many reps and reps that allow certain teams to be really good at the screen game and allow certain teams to just never really get their screen game off the ground.
On third down, Murray. He's got his tight end, that's McBride. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a first down.
6 yards. First down, Arizona.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the give, here's Henry. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
Green.
first down. They'll stay on the ground with Henry. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, because this one is about done. Now a timeout. Atlanta. That's their first. Clock will stop with 35 seconds to go. Second and a yard. Going to go right back to Henry. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is first down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. Third and short, fourth and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
So it's a win for the visitors, the Cardinals, as they are moving on. They got into the playoffs as a wild card. They get the win away from home in the opening round. Now they'll regroup and get ready for the divisional round next weekend.